February 28, 2026. 3 o'clock hours. The air over the Persian Gulf is still. For decades, this was a shadow war. Fought in the dark. Fought by others. But tonight, the shadows are gone. In Washington, the Situation Room is lit by the blue glow of satellite feeds. In Jerusalem, sirens wail across a city that hasn't slept in weeks. In Tehran, the sky turns to fire. The periphery has collapsed. The center is burning. This is the moment the world feared. This is the boiling point. Once, they were silent allies. The Periphery Doctrine. An alliance of necessity between the only non-Arab powers in the region. Intelligence shared. Oil traded. A quiet peace. 1979 changed the world. The Shah fell. The Islamic Republic rose. Overnight, the silent ally became the little Satan. For Iran, Israel was a colonial outpost. For Israel, the new regime was an existential nightmare. The shadow war began. Proxy armies. Hezbollah in the north. Hamas in the south. Targeted assassinations in the streets of Tehran. Cyber attacks on nuclear centrifuges. For 40 years, they traded blows without touching. Until 2024. The year the mask slipped. The year the missiles started flying directly from Iranian soil. The long Cold War went hot. For a generation, America was the stabilizer. The goal, containment. The tool, diplomacy. The JCPOA was a gamble on time. A hope that trade and talk could stall the clock. It failed. By 2025, Washington's strategic patience had snapped. The red line wasn't a metaphor anymore. It was a countdown. June 2025. The first American-led strikes on Iranian enrichment sites. Not a warning. A decapitation of the nuclear program. But the real shift happened inside Iran. January 2026. The Great Winter Protests. The Iranian people, exhausted by decades of isolation and economic decay, rose up. This time, Washington didn't just watch. The White House declared a new doctrine, the liberty of the Persian. U.S. support for the protesters became the final catalyst. The regime in Tehran saw an American hand in every street fire. The shadow was no longer just watching. It was pushing. February 2026. The Geneva Emergency Summit. The last chance for a ceasefire. The talks lasted 6 hours. They ended in silence. Diplomacy died in that room. The ink wasn't even dry before the engines started. February 28. Operation Epic Fury. A coordinated strike of unprecedented scale. The U.S. and Israel, acting as a single military fist. Over 200 sorties in 6 hours. Integrated air defenses shattered. Command and control blinded. The American shadow finally moved into the light. Tehran's response was immediate. A rain of ballistic missiles across the region. The Strait of Hormuz, a graveyard of tankers. The global economy, gasping for air. This isn't a skirmish. It's a regional realignment. The new Middle East is being forged in the furnace of direct combat. The dust from Operation Epic Fury has yet to settle. The regime in Tehran stands at the precipice. The U.S. is now a direct combatant in a war with no clear exit. And Israel? Israel faces a future where the shadow war is over, and the era of total war has begun. The boiling point was reached. Now, we live in the steam. The world is watching. The world is waiting. And the map will never look the same.